Hi, y'all. Welcome to the second episode of Inching Away. Today's project will be more of a assembly. Actually, it is an assembly. We'll be mounting a trailer hitch on my wife's Toyota Camry because my wife and sister have a business together for balloon and decorations, but they also provide snack cars, popcorn car, paleta car, which that's popsicle in Spanish, and they use a small little trailer to transport it. So I am wearing my rag today, obviously, because if I'm gonna lay on the ground, I always use the worst piece of clothing that I can find. If I don't have any, then I'll use my second worst. And if that doesn't happen, well, I'll just use whatever I don't mind getting dirty with. So I have the items I'm gonna need today, and Harbor Freight. Uh, you guys should really sponsor me by now. My second episode ever. I bought the blade for my meter saw, which I didn't have last time. I also bought some knee pads because well, I'm gonna be on the ground, and I like to wear a lot of shorts, and you know it hurts. The rest of the items here. People are really into this. I don't know why. What? I didn't order this. So, after watching a few videos on YouTube, I realized that I needed some extra tools that I didn't have. Snippers for some cutting, extensions for my socket little kit that I also bought. I do have a socket kit, but it's very small, and this wrench has a little bit bigger handle, and I just want to make sure I got a good grip on it because I think I'm gonna make some heavy pressure on there. Socket drivers, which I'm gonna use for my drill to help me out to make it a bit easier. Step bit because I'm gonna need to make a new hole, at least 1 inch, or at least that's what the video says. We'll figure it out. Well, the trailer hitch is actually in another box outside. You can see it right there because it's too heavy for me to put on the table. I also bought plastic ramps, also from Harbor Freight. But they have affordable prices, to tell you the truth, and the tools are pretty fair. So, first things first, let's set up, which for me that means moving stuff around out of the camera view and sweeping a bit so y'all don't think I'm messy. Ay, estoy sacando un fierro. Lo necesito, hijo. Es el que le voy a poner al carro. All right, I know you guys like to see me struggle, but I couldn't record everything. I'm underneath the car right now. It's almost 8 p.m. in Texas. I was able to mount the hitch, but I have to make two extra holes for it to be completely mounted. I had to lower the exhaust to be able to mount it first and take out a few pieces out, and I'll show you how it looks right now. So this is the hitch, and these are the two holes that I mounted, and this is the third hole that I need to mark and drill. This is the exhaust that I had to loosen so I could do that. I'm gonna mark it and do the holes, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish it tonight. So this is day 2 of finishing the mounting for the hitch. Well, the truth is that with ALS, and I'm sure other disabilities, when you stop walking too much, your muscle mass starts decreasing a lot. That's why we wear cushions on your wheelchair, or whenever you sit down, it's more comfortable, because since your muscle goes down, your bone is a bit more exposed. Truthfully, I was tired and it was starting to be a bit painful, so I had to stop. But that's okay. I mean, it's just part of something else you have to deal with, but it doesn't stop you from accomplishing it. It just means it takes a little longer. And today we're gonna finish it. It's a bit windy today, but we'll make the best of it and hopefully finish it today. Quieres acomodarte, pero ya no puedes. Okay. It is 6 in the afternoon, still very windy. I put the hitch back up again. I thought I was pretty much done. I bolted it down and everything, and then I realized that the muffler has this little bracket right here that uses the same bolts to mount the ones that I put right in this area. So now I have to take them back down again, pass them through this bracket so they can mount correctly. But I also had to flatten this part right here so that it would lay flat on the hinge. So I'm using some nail pliers to to do that. So I messed up the threads on the muffler connection. I really don't know how far back this is gonna set me up. Uh, I don't know. The only thing that comes to mind is to go to AutoZone, try to get another one of these ones, and try to put it in slowly and see if it fixes the threads inside the nut. All right, so I ran down to AutoZone and I bought me a new bolt kit. So I'm gonna tell y'all what's about to happen. I'm gonna dose it with DW40, and I'm gonna hand tie it all the way down, and I'm gonna call it a day. So let's go for it. It's done, man. I put it out there, I declared it, and it worked. I'm happy. Uh, Everything's up and running now. It's gonna tighten those bolts right there, but it seems like everything worked out. So it's awesome. I love it. Cool. So we're done finally. Little recap. There was two steps I didn't film. Um, One was the cover panel that goes underneath the car on the back side of the car. I had to make a cutout to be able to have accessibility for the hitch mounting, and then mount it back again. And the other one was the heat shield. I also had to modify it. I had to cut a few pieces out again to be able to mount the hitch, and this goes on top of the muffler. And of course, you guys remember this bolt that it's part of a joint where the muffler joins a section, and I messed up, and this is on me. You know, things always happen, and when they do, we tend to think they're on purpose. And the truth is that I rushed. When you're doing mechanic work, it's not like doing carpentry. You have a little more play with carpentry because you just when you're nailing, you just boom nail. When you're screwing something down, you just drive in, and you don't do that on when you're doing with something mechanic. You always finger tap it first, make sure it goes in, and at the end the power tools. And the thing is, I got carried away. I saw the finish line. I was like, I'm done. The heavy part of it is out of the way. I just rushed through it, and I messed up. And that's what happens. But like, like everything else, it worked out.